So, for those of you that subscribe, you know that a couple of weeks ago I made a video about wanting to change the world. That should pop up right about now. And the whole premise was that as I grow my YouTube channel and I grow the subscriber base and I start to be able to monetize and get sponsors for videos, I want to be able to directly impact people's lives, and not just through giving to 501c3s, but by dramatically changing people's lives right here in my area. Now, I literally finished making that video, put the finishing touches on it, submitted it to YouTube, and scheduled it to go out the following Monday, when that Saturday, that very same day, I went over to a friend's house and found a direct need right then and there. For those of you who don't know this, around November of 2019, my best friend in the world, a lot of people's best friends in this world, this guy was just downright awesome, passed away unexpectedly, very young, leaving behind a wife and 3 beautiful daughters. While sitting with her, we started talking about how we want the same car. Her car had 170,000 miles on it, some exterior damage. It was just at the point where it is time to get a new car. I also am looking for a new car and landed on the exact same car that she wanted, same year, just the differences were the color. What broke my heart in that conversation was that she told me that she met with her financial advisor, and her financial advisor was advising her to get something older, you know, within $10,000, just because looking at the future and not wanting her to have debt and a high monthly payment. She was looking out for her, but it broke my heart because the bottom line is this: if Josh was here, she would be able to get the car that she wants. And I started thinking, I was talking with my friend Brian, and we started talking, and I said, if she buys a car that's $10,000, within the next 6 months, it's gonna need some kind of a significant repair. And that just didn't sit right with me. And I just made the video about wanting to change people's lives. Here I've got a great opportunity to try to change somebody's life. So Brian and I came up with a plan where I would reach out to small business owners and see what we could get. Now, we had this super lofty goal, and I truly believe that the timing, when you see it, the amount, the whole 9 yards, I truly believe it was all in God's plan for it to happen this way. But I'm so fired up about it. I was so excited about it. And in this very short period of time, between my company and about 4 or 5 other local to South Jersey small business owners, we were able to pull together $7,000. Now, that was over the course of 2 weeks, and it was in my brain to get this money to her in case she decided to go and buy the car, and because she had no clue any of this was going on. So finally, I come up with a plan. One of the things I've gotten into is creating on-hold music with voiceover for clients that are looking to have something like that while customers are on hold with their company. And on a particular project I'm working on right now, I need a woman's voice. Sarah's voice is perfect for this. She speaks confidently. It would be a great thing. And so here was my plan. I would call Sarah and ask her to come and do a voiceover for a client. She would then come over, and after doing the job, I would hand her the paycheck. Then we would all go crazy, and she would be so thrilled, and we would ride off into the sunset. Everybody's happy. Lives are drastically changed. Here is what actually happened. What are you doing? What are you doing right now?
I am about to try and buy a car. Why? What are you doing?
So, okay, so my question is, what kind of car are you trying to buy right now?
How do you know this? Did you know that I was
I need you to just answer the questions for me and everything's gonna make sense, but really fast. Are you trying to get the car that you want, or are you just trying to get a car? Okay, you're trying to get the car you want. Okay, so I set some plans in motion, and I just wanted to tell you, since you are literally in the process of trying to do this, that I have a check for like $6,000 for you.
From who?
So I don't know if you saw, I made a video about wanting to make the world a better place as a business owner and trying to encourage business owners to like give. And then I reached out to like a handful of basically small business owners, and only 1 or 2 like personal, like friends, family relationships, and they kicked in pretty fast over the last 2 weeks. And I've been trying to like think of the right thing to do, and then today lightning struck. I kind of needed a female voice potentially anyway for something I was doing, and I was going to do this whole thing that is now being ruined. But I wanted to tell you so you knew this as you're going into this situation.
I think I'm more in shock because I'm like, did you know that I'm literally doing that right this minute? Or are you
Yes.
like calling me right now? How did you know that?
Because people knew about it, and so literally, like, I just got a text from Emily saying Sarah is buying a car right now. Know this so that when you get to the point of all the financing, you can feel a little bit of a weight off your shoulders, and know that people still love you and still care about you and still care about Josh and all that stuff. So, all right.
Yeah. I'm sorry I kind of messed up your plan.
You did not mess up. It took me too long.
Listen, so my brother came with me, and in the car I said, I've been praying all day, and I feel like this is the car, this is the price, we're driving here, we're doing it, and I keep praying, just like, okay, God, you're going to make it really obvious, or you're going to say stop. And I said, Josh, to my brother, if for some reason we get there and we can't go through with it, and something weird happens, like, don't be freaked out, it's just Josh, because I really just believe that. And now it's like, he's saying, no, go, do it.
You're going to make me cry here, Sarah.
It's just crazy.
I'm glad that, obviously I'm glad I found out so I could call you, and I'm glad that this, and yes, 100%, this is definitely God and Josh telling you that this is what's supposed to happen. But when we talked about it, and I turned to you and I said, hey, I'm getting the same car as you and everything, I was like completely heartbroken when you were telling me the story about what the financial advisor said, and I just looked at Brian and was like, literally that day, Sarah, I made the video, and I said to Brian, I was like, we got to figure out a way to do something. Hopefully this is the number that is helpful to you. That's what I'm hoping for. But
Thank you.
We love you, Sarah.
I love you guys.
Enjoy your car buying experience, and hopefully I didn't just make you a mess in the middle of the floor at the Acura dealership.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I needed it. I did.
All right.
Thank you. I just needed the push to say no. It's time.
How awesome was that? I mean, and when I say how awesome was that, not awesome for me, awesome for her. If you learn one thing from watching this video, it's this. When you give $1,000 to a 501c3 that is a large organization with lots of employees, about 80% of the money that you give, and please forgive me, if you're watching this in your 501c3 and this isn't the case for you, then don't listen. But there are some organizations where 80% of the money that you give goes to paychecks and marketing and other things that they're doing. And 20% goes to actually helping the cause. When you give $1,000 to a person in need, $1,000 changes their lives. Think about that for a second. I want to do this kind of thing like crazy. So here's what I need from you. There is a subscribe button. There's a subscribe button below here. I want you to go ahead, smash that, well, don't smash it because I don't want you to break your phone, but go ahead and click that subscribe button and like this video. The more subscribers I get, the more, in YouTube world, if you get to 1,000 subscribers, you can monetize. And also once you get to that level, you start to get sponsorship opportunities. I want to take the majority of the money I'm getting from those sponsorships and from the monetizing of this channel, and I want to find people and change their lives. That is a huge, 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 huge goal of mine, is to dramatically change people's lives in this area. See, I am a small YouTuber with really big dreams. It's the core philosophy of the Be Small, Think Big movement. And the last thing I want to do right now is give a shout out to those businesses that gave and helped us get to that $7,000 mark to help Sarah and her family get the car that they wanted. So let's go ahead and check them out now. Please, please, please support these businesses. If you're from the South Jersey area, support these businesses because they truly care about the community. Otherwise, guys, I want to wish you all the best. Thank you to everyone who helped make this happen, and let's make a ton of these videos moving forward.